Okay, so as the name suggests, we've got a 4.5 litre V8 engine producing 562 brake horsepower, which is a pretty big jump up from the old F430 that produced about 490. Torque is also up, it's now got 392 pound-foot. This engine, like the California, has also got direct fuel injection. Now, another piece of technology the 458 shares with the California is a gearbox. This is a twin clutch gearbox, 7-speed. Now this is crucial because this is the only gearbox that's going to be available on this car. There's no F1 transmission and there's going to be no manual option. So the old classic open Ferrari gate, click back, that's gone. It's a bit sad really. We also need to talk about the cabin because it's a big step up from the previous generation. I really like the fact that it's all contoured, angled towards the driver. It looks really futuristic, but it's also pretty functional. It's got two screens either side of the central dash, one for the sat-nav, which works pretty well, and over here we've got the system that tells us the state of the tyres, the brakes, whether they need to be warmed up or cooled down. Ferrari have also upped the number of controls they've put on the wheel. We've still got the Manettino, but now we've got no traditional indicator stalks there on the wheel, as are the controls for the wiper and lights. It's ambitious, but I think it works. Now, while this engine does share some components with that from the California, don't confuse the two with the same thing. Now, firstly, this is a larger engine, more horsepower, but also revs to a much higher rev limit, not up to 9,000 RPM. It's also tuned to produce a much sharper and better engine noise. Just listen to that, it's absolutely amazing! But what about the handling? Well, firstly, we've got a variety of road conditions today and it's brilliant traction in all conditions. Steering, that's much quicker than the previous car, 2 turns lock to lock. Very, very quick to get into the corner, but good feel. Thirdly, this car feels much stiffer than the previous one. I think it's about 20% stiffer. We've been over some really bumpy roads today. It feels very, very rigid. The dampers, as with the 430, are adjustable on the Manettino, but as with the Scuderia, you're able to decouple the suspension from the preset modes, so you can have race for the fastest gear shift, for example, but have the softer suspension for a bumpy road or a certain kind of track condition. I mean, the bottom line though is this 458 is just brilliant to drive. Auto track, I was lucky enough to have a few laps this morning and it's just great, it's just sensational. I mean, there's just so much information whether you actually go for that lap time, you really feel the balance of the car, you feel the available grip from the steering, or if you just want to do a bit of showboating.